Markets around us. Successful markets recognize people's needs and requirements and stock such products. The manufacturer does not sell his products directly to consumers. Manufacturer is the person who produces the products. A wholesale merchant buys bulk goods at a lesser price. A retailer is a smaller merchant who buys such products from the wholesaler, which he will be able to sell at a shop. Products are sold to the wholesaler, who in turn sells it to the retailer. The retailers sell the products directly to the consumers. Thus, there is a chain which goes in this order: manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, consumer. It would be interesting to know more about what goes behind the entire process of buying and selling things in the age of consumerism. Markets. People who produce goods are called producers, and people who buy goods and services for personal use are called consumers. There are a group of people who connect the producers and consumers, and they are known as traders. It is through trade that goods are supplied to the markets. As consumers, we buy or purchase the goods that have been supplied by the traders. Factors affecting people's access to market. People's access to market depends on these factors. Availability of goods. Availability of different goods in a market is the most important factor which affects people's access to the market. As people have very little time in modern age, they want to purchase different things of daily use from the nearest market. Quality. All consumers prefer to buy quality goods. They generally do not compromise with quality and hence avoid a shopkeeper who sells goods of inferior quality. They do not hesitate to pay a little more if they get goods of superior quality. Therefore, if a market maintains its standard of quality, it is sure to flourish. Convenience. Markets located in close proximity to residential colonies attract a large number of consumers than a distantly located market. People generally avoid residing in colonies where there is no market or is located far off. Price. As there is a fierce competition, genuine pricing affects the sale of retailers. If he wishes to survive, he should change genuine price for items. No consumer would buy things from a shopkeeper who charges more for the same item. Credit. People generally buy things by paying in cash, but there are people, especially the service class people, who like to buy things on credit and pay the amount in next month after receiving their salary. Credit facility surely attracts more customers. Income slabs. Variations of economic standard or income slabs are obvious in a society. The best retail shopkeeper is one who keeps these things in mind and maintains his stocks accordingly. He has to cater to the needs of various classes of customers belonging to low, middle, and high income groups. Therefore, he should keep items of all varieties, cheap as well as costly. Retail markets. Retailing is defined as selling products to customers for their personal use. A retailer is the seller who obtains product from one party and sells it to another. A retailer buys goods from the people who manufacture them. He also buys them from wholesalers. A retail shop stores a wide variety of goods for the consumer's convenience. Ordinarily, this would require the retailer merchant to go to different manufacturers to obtain stocks. The wholesaler who collects goods from various manufacturers and provides a regular supply of goods to the retail merchants solves this problem. The retailer sells these goods directly to the consumer on a cash basis. Therefore, the retailer acts as a link between the wholesaler and the consumer. Retailers sell different kinds of goods to the people. They offer many benefits to suppliers and consumers. For consumers, the most important benefits are that they are able to purchase small quantities of a wide range of products at affordable prices. For suppliers, the most important benefits are that they are able to reach their target market, build product demand through retail promotions, and provide feedback from the consumers to the product marketer. There have been several changes in supply and sales in the recent past. Attempts have been made to eliminate the role of wholesaler and bring the manufacturer directly in contact with the retailer and sometimes the consumer. This would ensure more profit to manufacturer. Cooperatives often sell products directly to consumers without intermediaries. The success of cooperatives is an example of how elimination of intermediaries benefits the manufacturer and the consumer. Kinds of retails. Regular shops, super bazaars, and departmental stores are different kinds of outlets which exist in retail market. Vendors and hawkers also sell goods to consumers on the streets. Vendors can be called mobile traders as they keep moving from locality to locality. Hawkers and peddlers also belong to this category. Such retailers use their daily earnings to buy their goods. They buy goods in limited quantity, and the prices on which they sell their goods are negotiable. Goods sold by them are not expensive. You may find many such shops which sell various objects of low cash value near places of religious worship, cinema halls, bus stands, and railway stations. Single-line stores. They cater only to a particular segment of customers. For example, a medical store specializes only in one kind of product. One can buy only medicines in such a store. There are several large shops that retail goods on a large scale. Examples of such shops are super bazaars, departmental stores, chain stores, and malls. A supermarket is large in size where wide variety of brands of various goods are stocked under the same roof. Thus, a buyer gets a vast choice. A departmental store like the supermarket is divided into different departments. Each specializes in or does a particular kind of business. Such stores cater to the needs of rich people. Apart from goods, entertainment, restaurants and other facilities are also provided here. Chain stores. They sell goods that are similar in form or type. People living in metropolitan cities get the entire shopping experience in malls. A mall is a shopping complex which is situated in a multi-story building. Various goods and services are provided to the people in the same building. Besides, the shopper is able to choose from a variety of goods and services available at the same place. Bata and McDonald's are some famous chain stores. Wholesalers. Every city has areas for wholesale market. This is where goods first reach and are then supplied to other traders. A wholesaler buys goods in bulk and then he sells them to retailers. In this way, the wholesaler becomes the link between producers and retailers. They spend a large amount of money to buy a special variety of goods. As they have to store goods, they have to take a big risk. It is not important for them to have a shop at a fixed location, nor do they have to spend money on advertising or window displays. Their margin of profit is low as their customer is a retailer or merchant. Moreover, there is always a risk of the goods stored getting damaged, destroyed, or stolen. Markets everywhere. So far, we have seen different marketplaces where people buy and sell a variety of goods and services. All these markets are in a specific locality and work in a particular manner. However, it is not necessary that one has to go to the market to purchase goods. You can place orders for a variety of things on phone or internet, and the goods are delivered to your home. In clinics and nursing homes, you may find sales representatives waiting for doctors. Such persons are also engaged in the selling of goods. Thus, buying and selling takes place in different ways, not necessarily through shops in the market. There are markets that we may not be so aware of. This is because a large number of goods are bought and sold that we don't use directly. For example, a car factory purchases engines, gears, petrol tanks, axles, wheels, etc. from various other factories. We don't usually see all the buying and selling, but only the final product, the car in the showroom. Weekly market. A weekly market is so called because it is held on a specific day of a week. Weekly markets do not have permanent shops. Traders set up shops in the morning and pack up in the evening. There are thousands of such markets in India. Many things in weekly markets are available at cheap prices. This is because of the fact that shops in permanent buildings incur a lot of expenditure like rent, electricity, wages to workers, and taxes to government. In weekly markets, these shop owners store the things that they sell at home. Most of them are helped by their family members, and so they don't have to hire workers. Weekly markets also have a large number of shops selling the same goods, which means there is competition among them. One of the advantages of weekly market is that most things you need are available at one place. You do not have to go to different areas to buy different things. People also prefer going to a market where they have a choice and a variety of goods. We have looked at shop owners in a weekly market and those in a shopping complex. One is a small trader with little money to run the shop, whereas the other is able to spend a lot of money to run the shop. They also earn unequal amounts. The weekly market trader earns little compared to the profit of a regular shop owner in a shopping complex. Similarly, buyers are also differently placed. There are many who are not able to afford even the cheapest of goods, while others are busy in shopping malls. Thus, whether we can be buyers or sellers in these different marketplaces depends on the money that we have at our disposal. When a consumer has little cash at hand, he or she would prefer to buy things from shops which are cheap. People are discriminating buyers, so price of a particular product may attract people to buy that product if it is being sold at reasonable rates in a certain market. That is why people always go running after attractive offers on sale in some market. As the income of the family increases, so does its spending habits. This also has an impact on the kind of market a person visits.